Howdy everyone, this is your buddy BP, and I want to do a quick video on Destiny talking about something that's kind of been driving me nuts lately. And now is a good time to talk about it because we have the Rise of Iron DLC, or perhaps we should say the Year 3 DLC, coming in a few months. And since Destiny's release, and it had a really rocky release, I think anyone who played the game on when it first came out can agree, wasn't in the best condition. It felt very unfinished, but Bungie has made great strides in improving the game since then, especially in Year 2, and it really does feel like a full-fledged game at this moment. But there's a few demons it just has not slayed yet, and they made changes to the game to address them, but there's still a few demons that just drive me nuts. And this is one video where I want to talk about one of the biggest demons. One of my biggest pet peeves in Destiny, and that is the inventory system. The way the inventory system works in Destiny is each of your characters can have a limited amount of inventory for things like weapons and armor and other items. And when you can only hold so many, I think you can only hold 9 in reserve for each type of armor or weapon piece, and you have 1 equipped, so it's like 10 for each at the same time. And for weapons and armor, that's fine. I understand it in that context. But for a lot of items, like consumable items, or components that you need to upgrade equipment, like weapon parts, or motes of light, or exotic shards, or relic iron, or anything like that, it is its own separate item. And it's moved back and forth between characters. There's no, it's not like Glimmer or Legendary Marks where it's all shared between classes, or rather your characters. It's all its separate items. So if you get like a bunch of Relic Iron playing as your Warlock, but you need that Relic Iron to upgrade a weapon that your Hunter has, you can't just go back to your Hunter and then use the Iron. No, you have to put it in your vault, then switch over to your Hunter, and then take it out of your vault before you can use it. Or instead, you can just take that weapon and put it in the vault, and then switch over to your Warlock, and then move that item over, and then upgrade it there. And it's just a huge pain in the neck to do that. Now, they've addressed part of this by giving us the Destiny app that we can use on smartphones. We can use that to move items in our inventory back and forth, and that's a really big help. I use that quite a lot whenever I need a certain weapon, maybe like a certain weapon, like say I need a sleeper simulant right now. I can just pull it out the vault like that, and that is good. I like that. That's one of the best additions to the game. But for all the other items, all the consumables, like say what are they? The resupply codes that you get for the Cabal or the Ether Seeds, or any of those other things, I think those items should be available between all of your characters. There shouldn't be a vault system for it where you have to stash it away and then go ahead and retrieve it later when you're on a different character. I think that's just too many hoops to jump through, and I find it annoying and tedious, and it's unfun. And when I really need something right then and there, it feels like I gotta spend another minute or two out of my time to just manage stuff that I have, and it's so annoying, and it just really hampers on the fun. And I believe that, like Glimmer and Marks and Silver, I guess, it should be shared between characters. So if you need that Relic Iron, it's all lumped into one big sum of all the Relic Iron you've acquired in the game. And it doesn't matter which character you're on. You don't have to move it into your vault and then take it out of the vault and go on your smartphone or anything. You just have it there. Same thing with Spirit Bloom. Same thing with other consumables like, say, 3 of Coins. That should be shared. Exotic shards, any kind of thing that you use to upgrade equipment or anything you can consume. The Chroma too, I think, should be like that. It should just be there. No more micromanaging or having to move stuff back and forth. And you know what? While we're at it, same thing goes for emblems and shaders. I don't believe that emblems and shaders should be an item that you have and then you have to like disassemble them if you want to make room for something else. If you have a shader, they should all be available to you right there at your character's inventory menu. If you want to switch, you shouldn't have to like go back to the tower and get it from the kiosk, or get it from your vault, or get it from your other character, or whatever. No more hoops to jump through. You go to your shader selection, and there should just be a big list of everything you can select, and you shouldn't have to go back and forth and retrieve stuff. And like I said, the same thing with the emblems. If you want to switch to a certain emblem, no more having to go back to a kiosk. It should just, all of them should be unlocked and be there, or at least the ones that you've collected while playing the game. That is what needs to be done, I believe. I think that would make the game so much more fun. It would make things flow a lot better. Like I said, it's just for items. They don't need to do that for weapons. They don't need to do that for armor. I understand why it's done that way, and I believe that is fine. But for just basic items, consumables, upgradables, things like that, it needs to just be all lumped together so all of your characters can use it. Now, of course, if you only play as one character in Destiny, you'll probably never notice that. And, you know, I envy you for that. But if you're like me, you have 3 characters, and it's a pain in the butt when you have to go in and you want to grind for exotic engrams and you can't remember which character you left your 3 of coins on, and then you have to go look in the app because you don't want to switch back and forth between characters because that could take minutes. And then, of course, when you find it, you have to move it to the vault and then go on your app and then go back to your character and then pull it from the vault. Huge pain in the neck. And I believe that they could slay this demon and get a much more sensible inventory system for Destiny. I think that would take Year 3 over the top. That's the one thing that would excite me the most. I know it's not something a lot of people talk about, but it's something that would make the game much more pleasant for me to play if they could just finally take care of this inventory system problem. But that's just me. I don't know about what you feel. Let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments section. I try to respond to as many people as I can. And don't forget to spank that like button if you enjoyed this video or you found it helpful, or if you just agree with me. I appreciate your support. And as always, y'all be good to each other, and I will see you in the next video.